In the first shot of interest, a few shots into the sequence when the music and the titles come in, we see the main character in his home. This is conventional of social realism films, as a real location has been used. This is why nothing in the scene is artificially placed, only items that didn't suit the character, location, or middle class impression that I was trying to make. In this shot, the character is introduced on a close-up, face-to-face basis for the first time. It's quite typical for opening sequences of social realism to present the main character near the beginning, as films of this genre tend to be focused on the characters and their emotions. This is similar to a social realism film I analysed, Quadrophenia. The main character is introduced in the first shots. When I conducted my audience research, my target audience also stated that they would prefer the characters to be introduced first, over location and action. Short to follow comes this shot, the first of which we are able to see the external surroundings of the house. This emphasises the fact the boy lives in a middle-class environment, amongst well-kept trees and gardens, with relatively large houses. This is the half of the opening sequence that can be seen as unconventional of the social realism genre in terms of location. Contrastingly, in the second half of the sequence, this is the first shot we see of the character in a very much conventional environment due to the relatable, real and everyday nature. The establishing shot is used in order to present the wider location and to directly contrast to the first location, attempts to explain the theme of the plot. Like Mine, which shows that the film is about the contrast and potential classing of two social classes. The font is capitalised for easy reading and has a scribbly motion to represent the school as part of the plot. I used a vertical downwards pan in order to show the dark weather and to convey the mood of the environment. I was inspired by a similar shot in This Is England, which clearly shows the location in a similar way, which I found to be incredibly effective in conveying the genre's suitability to the title. In the shot following this, we see a medium close-up shot of the character's face showing the uncertainty he is feeling. This is where an enigma code is created and the audience begin to ask, why is the boy so concerned? Soon afterwards, the main character comes across a contrasting character. By having such a character, the sequence is still conventional of the social realism genre, but without being too cliché by having a troublesome teenager as the main character. We're clearly able to see that the extra is a representation of the type of social group we would expect to see in the genre, and that the two characters are in contrast with each other. The shot also shows the relationship Oliver has with people and displays his shy personality. Despite being a short shot, I feel that this is one that is of importance to the audience's interpretation of the location. Although I aimed for the tall houses to be interpreted negatively, my audience may not have interpreted them in the same way. The litter is used to show blunt negativity and to reinforce the idea that this would not be a nice place to live in. This is a conventional type of location for a film of the social realism genre. In the next shot, Oliver is seen walking past another conventional character, talking on the phone. Again, this reinforces the type of people found in the new environment, so just how intimidated Oliver is of the difference, in this case, the boy wearing a hoodie. The final shot we're going to look at is the last shot. In many ways, this could be seen as most important in the whole sequence, as it resolves the enigma code of where the boy is going and what he seems to be nervous about. It's conventional of opening sequences to end with a resolved enigma code, which at the same time generates a new one. What will happen at the school?